Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now I have received a ton of requests to explain and break down this summoner event now that we can actually see everything that's on the table in the summer canteen and also in the milestones. And I was gonna make a full-on Excel spreadsheet and try and break everything that's in there down and compare it with the last year's summoner appreciation calendar. But then I realized that most of you probably do not care for how many tier 2 catalysts you get and things like that. So I'm instead going to answer basic questions. What is the net gain for you if you don't spend? How it compares with the previous year? What is the net gain if you do spend? Where's the difference? And whether it's worth buying that card if you do spend some money on the game. Right, so first we're going to start with these milestones, milestone things with Summoner Camp. There are 90 something milestones in there, and you can see that there are like no real 5-6 star shards. There's just basically some energy refills, catalysts, a whole bunch of less so than significant stuff, and these tokens. Everything put together, these milestones and the things that you can purchase in the store equates to a pretty much one-on-one copy with the last year's Summoner Appreciation calendar. Exactly the same amount of 6 star shards, exactly the same amount of units, 5-star Awakening Gem, and that is that. It's pretty much exactly the same as last year. So, if you are a free-to-play player that's at least Cavalier level, this event is a carbon copy with the year before, and there is no improvement. Which also at the same time means that the value and worth of it has regressed, because 10,000 TFI basic fragment shards are worth much more 1 year ago than they are today, and 6,000 6-star shards were worth much more than they are worth today. So unfortunately for free-to-play players, the amount of items and resources in this event is exactly the same as last year, but given that a whole year has passed, it represents worse of value, which is quite unfortunate. Which is the one thing I really wished Kabam would not do. If you purchase the Summoner Resort Pass, then unit-wise, you basically get to double on all of the stuff that is in here. Basically, the milestones are all but identical, and you will get more of those tokens, which will come in play when we're going to go to some summer canteen store. And again, this entire system with these tokens seemed quite confusing at first, but there is very easy way to break it down. If you do not purchase the card, you get first 14 items, and if you do purchase the card, you get effectively another set of these tokens, and you are able to purchase the second set of 14 items that follows down. So if you do not spend anything at all, you're gonna purchase one tier 4 basic catalyst fragment, well, thingy, 3,000 4-star shards, 45 4-star signature stones, 4-star awakening gem, tier 4 class catalyst selector, 30 5-star signature stones, 3 tier 4 basics, 11,000 5-star hero crystal shards, 2 tier 2 alpha catalysts, 5 6-star 6 stones, 5 tier 1 alphas, 11,250 tier 5 basic fragments, 6,400 6-star shards, and the 5-star awakening gem. If you have purchased the resort pass, you will be able to purchase the second set of 14 items that include 4-star awakening gem, 5 tier 1 alphas, 10 5-star signature stone crystals, 3 tier 2 alphas, 5 cavalier crystals, 5,650 tier 5 basic fragments, twice another 5 cow crystals, 2,200 6-star shards, 11,200 these tier 5 basics, and the last row here with another 6,400 6-star shards, 5 6-star signature stone crystals, 5-star generic awakening gem, for whatever reason very stingy 2% tier 5 class catalyst. Now, there might be slight variations where, pending how you spend these gems, you might not be forced or needing to purchase some of these items here in the middle, but you're gonna maybe be able to get somewhere further on. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work 100%, but as a base, that is how you can look at it. If you do not spend anything, first 12 items. If you do spend, then you get every single one of these items, at the very least once. Right. That being said, I think Kabam did miss that opportunity. Because, yes, all of these items here basically added with the milestones equal to the calendar from the previous year. 1-to-1, pretty much. There are slight improvements, like instead of class catalyst crystals, you get some selectors, which is neat, stuff like that. But in general, I think, not to seem unappreciative, I think they should have spiced it up at least a tiny bit. Now, perhaps most important and critical point, this event is actually significantly worse off for some players. Now, the value represented here that you get for free is less because the items are the same and a year has passed. So unfortunately, Kabam has not done an amazing job appreciating free-to-play players. But there's another problem. If this event is slightly worse than it was the year before, for all free-to-play players, then this event is going to be significantly worse if you are not Cavalier. Because some of these items here have requirements, such as complete Act 6, Chapter 1, be Cavalier to purchase the 6 stars. Previously, there was no limit. You could have been Conqueror, you could have been whatever, and so long as you logged in, you got the rewards. You got the 6-star shards and stuff like that. Like even here, I think here you just have to be uncollected, but previously that was not a thing. Previously, you did not have to be uncollected, and you still got the 6-star shards. Now there is that requirement raised that, when it comes to 6-star 6 stones, you need to be Cavalier. I think that's the only item, and then for some of these, you need to be uncollected, like TFI basics and 6-star shards. So, in that sense, if you are a very, very casual player who just plays leisurely at your own pace, this event could potentially be significantly worse for you because you'd end up missing out on some of the more rare items. However, obviously, you still have more than enough time to try and push to the next progression level. However, that is not exactly the point. So, I do not think that Kabam has done as well with this event as they could have, rewarding free-to-play players. At the same time, I do not think that it is a significant downgrade either for majority. It's something that's annoying. It's not great. You're not going to give Kabam like excellent mark for this event, even though the event itself is a lot more interesting and presented a lot more, I don't know, not efficient, but it forces you to be more engaged in the game, and I like that. Now, when it comes to the pass, the card, is it worth buying? Well, first and foremost, there is a standard disclaimer. Do not spend the money that you don't have, and if you do not spend the money on the game in general, I'm not sure this is the first time. This should be the first time you change that rule within yourself. However, if you feel comfortable spending $15 or $20, and there is no real need to buy the $20 card. The $20 card is gonna just get you some extra shards at the end of the event and let you be ahead in the milestones. It basically just unlock some milestones quicker for you. So for $15 or $20, and $15 card is perfectly good enough, you would be getting quite a lot back. Units alone get you much more than the card is worth. So $15 would get you basically 400 units if you actually bought the unit packs. But $15 here will net you 1,100 units. 1,100 560 units from the milestones in the solo event. And then obviously all that you see past here, starting that 4-star Awakening gem, 5 tier 2 alphas, 5-star 6 stones, 3 tier 2 alphas, 10 cow crystals, half a tier 5 basic, another 8,600 6-star shards, 5-star generic Awakening gem. All of that is quite clearly well worth the $15 if you are a person that spends on this game now and then. So yes, this makes the card well worth spending and rewards you quite significantly, which obviously will annoy even more players who do not spend on the game. But that is what we are facing here. Overall, when it comes to Kabam making the event more interesting, I like that. When it comes to Kabam not increasing the amount of resources, therefore offering you less value than they did last year, absolutely do not like that. When it comes to having paid aspect to it, I understand why they did it. I just wish that they didn't. I think that they have more than enough ways how they have monetized, and I don't think it was quite needed here. Feels quite artificially tacked on, and it once again kind of like worsens the relationships of people who do spend and versus people who don't, and then it's again that us versus them. And when you deal with an offer, it's just like one day, it's like 1 week when you can talk about it. But right now you have to face that for 3 months straight. There is no need to kind of like, let's say, quote unquote, rub it in the eyes of somebody who might not be able to spend it for 3 months straight every day they log in, which is effectively what the people will think. So I do not think that this was a great way how to monetize this event. This I think would have been much smoother event if they had just slightly increased the resources and items available for everybody and let it be. Anyhow, that is what I think. So once again, to summarize, the actual items you get pretty much match last year's Summoner Appreciation calendar. So you get exactly the same stuff, except now you get it in different ways, split in between the milestones, and here how you spend your tokens. Unfortunately, that means that this event is worth less than it was a year ago. And when it comes to buying the pass for $15 or $20, it is worth it objectively. And that is, I believe, all that you should really know about this one. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'll do my best to help and answer. But that is it for now, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information